The finals once again got a brand new leaderboard change, and there's a ton of discussion around this. We'll go over all the details there with the new leaderboards as well as the 4.3 update. Additionally, as always, we'll cover some last minute mentionables and things from the community, as well as a whole bunch more. What's up, brothers? Should be back here with another video. Today we're checking out all things the finals. So jumping right into it, we do have that update 4.3. Now Oscar does have his statements over on the Discord, but it is nearly the exact same as the patch notes, aside from one small detail, so we'll cover the patch notes first and then jump back. We'll start off with this section, the community event update, where the current community event is making progress, but it has not been completed yet. Less than 24 hours remain, and there is still a way to go. Of course, they do say to make sure that you do equip any of the Season 4 weapons. That's going to get you counted in this, and it's also going to count to the leaderboard, where everybody will then receive the Engimo 50 Akimbo skin. Now, if we head over to the leaderboard right now, we are at about 91%, so we do still have a little ways to go up until tomorrow. Jumping over to the Discord, though, we do have an ending statement here from Oscar saying if you fall behind too much, we might have to do a community stream tonight and work together to make it across the finish line. So we'll keep you updated on that. I'll leave a pinned comment down below if they do end up doing a community live stream. We're going to be jumping around between Oscar's statement and the patch notes here. But first up with the patch notes, these Season 3 ranked rewards. It said following today's update, they will be sending out the missing multi-bucks from the Season 3 World Tour. And if you made it to Bronze 4 last season, 50 multi-bucks will be coming your way shortly. If you made it all the way to Gold 1, you can expect 250 multi-bucks. And alongside that multi-bucks, they'll also be publishing one final ranked leaderboard for Season 3. They also want to hand out the last few rewards, which were missing from the leaderboard as well. Now, Oscar's opening statements here were the exact same. However, he did make an additional post here. First up here, Oscar does say the ETA for the multi-bucks was for 6 a.m. CST this morning, so you should have already received those, which he does declare that, and then his next statements here saying the multi-bucks from Season 3 World Tour, those have now been sent out as the last ranked rewards. He wants to thank you guys all for your patience shown while they worked through this entire situation. It took much longer than it should, and all of you showed us way more patience than we could have ever expected. They're doing everything they can to ensure they do not wind up in a similar situation again. They said this was an awful experience for everyone, the players and devs alike. I mean, it might make sense why other game companies or other dev studios really don't care about the leaderboards, even when people cheat or boost to get on there. It does seem like a lot of work was dedicated to this, which I really do appreciate Embark for doing that and showing that they actually care about what's on their leaderboards. Some other major name studios or other major games really don't seem to care, which is super unfortunate because they used to be pretty good about it back in the day. It's always good to see Embark kind of reset or bring that standard back, or that gold standard back to that. Obviously, it's very cool to see that from a modern game studio actually take care and take pride into their game, but I do understand the complexity with this situation and it just being a lot of drama centric, especially because a lot of the ranks are being toyed around, a lot of the stuff there. There's been a ton of drama around it. Some people have been pushed out of the leaderboard, the top 500. Some players were getting unfair wins or unfair losses added to their account, but it's really good to see Embark take complexity with this situation. Oscar again detailed in our last video, but he also said here again that all account related inquiries need to be sent to support. So if you have any issues with the current leaderboard or what they've done for the last iteration of it, you can make a ticket. However, he did say that these are final, or they have been final. You might get an answer on what happened, but more than likely you will not get a place change or any changes there. Also, for players who did get pushed out of the T500, it does look like they did have the Ruby rewards removed. So if you were previously in the top 500, or if you had any rewards before this leaderboard, seemingly if your new placement is not in the same category as it was with the last leaderboard, you would have had those rewards removed. So if there's any discrepancies there or any changes from that last leaderboard, and you're no longer in the top 500, or whatever your new placement is on this new leaderboard, you will have the new ranked rewards, or whatever you had previously, you would have had those removed if they're not the exact same as this new leaderboard. Obviously dependent on your placement with the leaderboard there. As I said before, Embark handled the situation as best as they could. There's been a lot of talks about different regions and how there's kind of some discrepancies there, or at least unfairness. It's unfortunate, that situation overall, especially with certain regions that do kind of either allow cheating more or they're more inclined to, but I still think overall they made the right decision by doing what they did. I'm just so glad they're in tune with the game and not just actually leaving things as they are, as it's like that for 99% of modern gaming now, and I would much rather a developer studio be in tune with their own game, as it's a very rare sight to see these days. Now that does cover it for the patch notes side of things. We jumped back and forth between Oscar's statements as well as the patch note statements. However, of course, on an ending note here, we did have the new store update. Starting off, we had the Fearless front set, nice army military outfit. Then we had the Mean Green Beanstalk set, followed by another weapon set, the Green Gunk set. Definitely some different variants, obviously one mirroring wearing that outfit, and one being a bit different here, having that green gunk. Embark is very good about their cosmetics, and they have so many dynamics to them, especially the ones recently. That does cover for the patch notes side of things, as well as the new store update. Another mentionable though, quickly, as I was recording this video, Oscar did drop an update with the community stream. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get this video out to you guys before the live stream starts here in 15 minutes, as I'm still just doing the audio for it. However, Oscar does say here, since they're falling behind on the community event, they're going to be running a community stream in 30 minutes, but this was now 15 for me. That's going to be live at 11 a.m. CST, which would be 9 a.m. PST and 12 p.m. EST. Again, more than likely this stream will be going live or will be live while this video is out. So unfortunately, I could not get this video out to you guys in time for that, but I will leave a link down below if they are still streaming when this video goes live. And again, as well as that community event leaderboard, so you can check up on the stats there to see if we did hit the mark. Jumping over, as always, we have our last minute mentionables as well as stuff from the community. So first up here, we have this post going over when are we going to get this mask actually in game. Now, during the AMA, we actually did have Rob talk about this, whereas another commenter pointed out here, his response essentially was, it's not already in the game. So kind of funny there, he thought it was already in and released. So I do think we'll eventually get this skin and mask. Of course, we have no idea when that's going to happen, especially since we have a lot of the Halloween cosmetics coming up here, which more than likely will play into a Halloween event. So we're going to see a lot of skins with that, so I would be a little bit patient with it, as more than likely we will not be getting this mask anytime soon, at least in the coming weeks, as we have so many other cosmetics to go over. We've also had a mention here that isn't that face also new. We did have some new faces for this season, however it does seem like we still haven't got this face in particular added to the game, even though as OP points out, she was shown off during the announcement trailer. Jumping over, we do have a brand new mega thread that goes over the weekly game state as well as the weapon balance. There's a ton of suggestions here, so if you have any thoughts, you could put it there or even in my comment section. I'll also, of course, try to jump in when I can for some of the comments. Of course, there's always also discussion on my Discord, where you could vent and go through your thoughts there as well. Moving on though, as always, we do have my ending showcase here, which is for those that post on the finals runway section of my Discord and then get linked onto the star models page. We have this one here by Son Dog. He's calling this one Fireman Sam with the fire on the hands, mirroring this outfit very well. Jumping over, we have this one from Mage. We've featured him in a collaboration on this channel before, but he has a really cool one here called Zeus or Thor. Everything plays into each other, the eyes, the hair, and the outfit, as well as even his player card background. So this is an all-around very, very nice set. But that does about cover for today's video. If you like, subscribe, and until the next one. Deuce!